How have you been lately?
I have been reasonably well, but I am confused by some of the ideas I am hearing about from spiritually minded associates.
You think I could help?
You seem to think better than I do, so maybe I need your viewpoint.
What could be so confusing?
Everyone is saying that coincidences are meaningful. To me, coincidences seem random, and placing a meaning on them seems like forcing. In fact, there are so many coincidences that it would distract your mind to think about them, so I don't even see why it is a helpful idea that they have meaning.
Those who believe in coincidences as meaningful are not saying that you should force things to have meaning. They are just observing that sometimes things happen that seem to spontaneously take on meaning at the time that they happen.
So what? I think it is crazy to think that you are receiving messages from the cosmos. The universe is just a vast impersonal void. It is not somehow motivated to give you guidance.
If coincidences are seen as meaningful, that would not necessarily mean that you believe in divine providence. It could just mean that there is another dimension of reality that connects with our own through symbols.
I just can't picture how that could be true.
Well, if there are modalities underlying the processes of nature and its becoming, then modalities could overlap.
What in the world is a modality?
A modality is like a function.
You mean like a function in mathematics where one variable correlates with another with a non-random degree of correspondence?
Not exactly. I mean a function in the sense of an almost intangible way something is done that collects distinct things under its logic.
You are hard to follow.
Okay, suppose I refer to the digestive function. Is it one thing?
No. It is many things working together for a purpose.
So the stomach, liver, intestines, and even lungs are related by function?
Yes. They circulate energy and nutrition through the human body.
So if things are related, maybe they are functioning together.
You mean I could look at nature and the world of human experience and notice things that mirror my own intentions and concerns?
Yes. Suppose that you are experiencing inner disturbance. You are more likely then to notice things that relate to mental distress and trouble.
So if I am thinking something, I am likely to see something meaningful that relates to that concern because at some level of awareness I expect to see it.
That is the basic idea. It also includes the sense that the part at any given time is a reflection of the whole and the whole reflects the part. It is like a crystal chandelier in which each crystal reflects the others.
But there is no proof that it is objective, and so it just seems crazy.
But if it works in helping you solve problems and making you reflect on strategies for living in this complex and unclear world, how is it harmful?
Well, for one thing, if I am thinking about burglarizing a store, I guess the power of coincidence would help me there too. I mean, the supposed law you just articulated has nothing to do with right and wrong apparently.
I think the idea is that once you become reflective, you will lose any motivation to commit violent crime because you are thinking in accord with the Tao or natural way of things. The Tao would never sustain destructive or unconstructive things for long. They would not pass the test of time.
Anything else?
Well, another aspect could be the use of deeper mental processes in problem solving.
You mean coincidences could help solve problems?
Your subconscious mind could prompt you to notice something that relates to a pressing concern. It could be a way of using lateral thinking.
What is lateral thinking? It sounds like something on the side of something else.
It is thinking that is non-deductive in nature.
Is that like a deduction from a bank account?
It is application of a general principle to facts. So if I know that crows are black, when I hear about a crow I know it is black.
How do you know all crows are black?
I don't, and that is the problem with deduction. It depends on the validity and accuracy of the premise for its usefulness. If the premise is wrong, the conclusion or application is also false.
So how can you think well?
Maybe by allowing the intuition to prompt me with a kind of knowing that is not mechanically drawn from premises.
So notice what you notice and use it as a kind of clue about whatever is concerning you.
It might be a useful way around becoming a robot who just does as commanded. It would certainly open up new possibilities and allow the mind to grow in new directions and ways.
Maybe that is the real reason some dislike it. It is too challenging.
and maybe the pathway of real growth must always lead beyond the self.